Good morning and welcome to WFMS. We're getting the news out to you. Hey, Franklin Middle School staff and students, who has it better than us? Nobody, that's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 16th. It is a cold, wintry, blustery winter day here, and we've gotten quite a bit of snow, and those temperatures have dropped, so hopefully everybody's staying warm. As mentioned before, today is February 16th. A-day students, you're going to be synchronous. B-day students, you're asynchronous. Whether it's an A-day or B-day, we want you to have a good day. All right, on to our welcoming ritual today. We've got a quote by Sophocles. Rather than fail with honor than succeed by fraud, which leads into our question. When have you gotten close to winning or achieving something but didn't succeed? How did you handle it? Did you fail with honor? Did you do your very best? Did you handle the loss with grace? Did you shake the other person's hand? Did you wish them the best? Did you tell them good game? Or were you a bad sport? Sometimes I know it can be tough, really, really tough, to handle something with grace when you worked so very hard. So think about that one. How did you handle it when you've lost? Did you fail with honor? All right, take a look here. We've been doing a nice job with our asynchronous attendance. We've got to click that banner. We got to click that attendance check-in button. We got to go to that statement that I am in attendance, and we'll check my class assignments in both Canvas and Google Classroom and do the work, and then click submit. And we'd like for you to do that in the morning. If you can get that done right early in the morning, that lets us know that you're on the ball and on your A game. Take a look today, our important dates. Those dates have kind of flipped over to March. That's exciting. Of course, March 1st through March 5th, there's no school. That'll be spring break. March 12th, it's sneaking up on us, is the end of the third quarter. April 1st, of course, is April Fool's Day, and April 2nd and April 5th, there's no school. We'll talk about that moving forward. All right, attention 8th graders. If you're going to Springfield High School, 8th grade students, you can now access where you select your 2 elective courses. And February 22nd is the deadline, so we've got some time. We'll be talking about this. SHS has a freshman preview video on their homepage. It looks like the banner right below. And once students click on the YouTube video, one of the options is a tutorial where you can learn how to pick your electives. And you'll be walked through and how to do that. We'll be mentioning this one throughout this week. All right, this is kind of exciting. There's going to be a town hall for the Mayor's Youth Council. Now it's going to be virtual, and this is a way for any youth to share any ideas and concerns you might have. Now you'll have these breakout rooms, and you can discuss a specific topic, and all attendees will reconvene in a main room for discussion, evaluation, and possible solution ideas. Now this event is run by youth for youth, and we would love to see Franklin Middle School students attend. If you have questions about this Mayor's Youth Council, touch base with me. I've got some information regarding that. You can send me an email. If you're in person, you can stop by and see me. If you're interested in this, let me know. The link is at the very bottom of this slide. Hopefully you'll consider going. Take a look here. This was very exciting. And we've got 3 former Falcons, Jalen, Seth, and Carlos, who are currently playing freshman basketball. Now there's Seth, number 1. He's at Springfield High School. And number 4 is Carlos. His back is to us. And there's Jalen shooting free throw. And we are very proud of them and wish them the best in their basketball season moving forward. A lot of talent with that group. And we've got another former Falcon, no pressure, even keeled, 2-lane third baseman, and he's none other than Trevor Minder, is ready for another big year. We want to give a shout out to this FMI alumna, Trevor Minder, currently the third baseman for Tulane University. That's Division I baseball, folks. And if you want to click more and find out more about this outstanding athlete, you can. Very cool. A lot of talent going through our hallways. All right, here in volleyball news, volleyball team and individual photos are going to be scheduled for the 23rd at 3 p.m. You must have your uniform and shoes for photos. If you want to purchase photos, the packets will be passed out as they arrive. And we want to give a reminder, the next match is today. That's February 16th against Lincoln Magnet. And that match is at Ball Charter. Here's when the buses are leaving. 7th grade is going to leave at 3 and get back to Franklin at 5. And the 8th grade bus is going to leave at 5 and return to Franklin at 6:45. And in boys basketball news, the next game is at Grant Middle School, and that's today at 3:30. Bus time, 7th grade is going to leave at 2:45 and return to FMS at 4:45, and there will be no 8th grade game. Okay, attention boys basketball. We got a little information for you. Boys basketball team and individual photos are going to be scheduled for the 22nd at 2 p.m. You must have your uniform and shoes for photos, and if you want to purchase photos, the packets will be passed out as soon as they arrive. All right, those photos. Just want to give a shout out to anybody who is playing any sports. If your parents have any photos they'd like to send in, we would love to have those. You can send them to me or Mary Adi at sps186.org. And in Math Counts news, the FMS Math Counts regional team, Manu, Rohan, and Meher advanced to the chapter invitational contest. The scholars had to be in the top 20% of all participants in the first round of competition to move forward. And we want to say kudos to Manu, Rohan, and Meher. Great job, students. All right, and today's edition of Name This Song, we'll give you 4 lines as always. All right, let's see if we can figure this one out. We've known each other for so long, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game, and we're going to play it. Freeze those lyrics up there, see if you can name that song. All right, moving on. That'll come up shortly. We've got some shout outs. We want to give a shout out to Mrs. Maida. This one's coming from Jeffrey. She is funny and makes all of her classes more interesting. Very nice to say. Next up, oh, here we got one from Maria. Oh, thank you, Maria. She's telling me that I'm the best principal ever. I don't know about ever. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing a good job. So thank you, Maria, for that shout out. Next up, we've got Mr. Newman. This one's coming from Countess. I love Mr. Newman because he is the best teacher ever in the building. Very nice to say, Countess. And last but not least, we've got a shout out from Countess to Mr. Keys. Mr. Keys is the best band teacher ever, and I want to be in band when I'm in 9th grade. And that is very nice to say. Thank you, students, for sending those shout outs. If you want to find those shout outs, they're on the FMS webpage on the left-hand side. Very colorful. Can't miss it. All right, our Scholastic Bowl question of the day. This one's social studies, economics. What banking term, the opposite of deposit, describes the process of taking money out of a bank account? All right, so if you put money in, that's a deposit. What do we call when you take it out? They think you know the answer. That one will be coming up soon. And in our trivia math brain teaser of the day, can you read this quote by Stephen Hawking? Okay, this quote by Stephen Hawking. All right, we got letters and numbers, and I think I've seen these before. And I think if you can figure out the letter and number combination, you'll be able to get it as well. Let me leave that up there. Yep, I got it. Let's see if you've got it. Very cool. And our word of the day is scurry. Yeah, I like this one. Move about or proceed hurriedly. Hurriedly. Ooh, that's a good word too. Ever wonder how cockroaches scurry around in the dark while you fumble the switch on the kitchen light? I know that we have students scurry right before the bell rings. So to scurry means to move about or proceed hurriedly. So scurry, that's an S word. We like that one. All right, and in this day in history, back in 1923, archaeologists opened the tomb of King Tut. I always wonder back then if they would have done it any differently. I wonder what technology now exists which would help preserve. I don't know, maybe that's just a weird thing to be thinking of. But back in February 16th, 1923 is when they opened up the tomb of King Tut. All right, and moving on in our bad joke pun, let's see if we can't get a chuckle here. All right, I thought I broke my ankle last night when I tripped over a box of Kleenex, but the doctor said it's only tissue damage. And we're hopeful that these jokes are not doing damage to you every morning when you watch them. I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. All right, on to the birthdays. Happy birthday. Today we've got a birthday, Kamaria Hunter. And we've got Jackson O'Connor. Happy birthday, Jackson and Kamaria. Take a look at the weather. Yep, it has been cold, and we are expecting more snow. All right, and it's cold. We will be inside for the foreseeable future, so you do not need to bring your coats down from your locker. You do need to make sure you're wearing your coats, scarves, gloves, hats, cold weather gear when you're waiting for the bus, when you're on the bus, when you're waiting to get into the building, which is usually not very long. We're doing a good job with that. So we've got cold weather, February weather. It's winter. Nothing we can do about it. All right, our Scholastic Bowl answer of the day, the opposite of a deposit, is a withdrawal. That's what you call it when you are taking money out of the bank. And the quote by Stephen Hawking, that combination of letters and words, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Yeah. All right, and as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Franklin Middle School staff and students, that song, oh man, that's a good one. That is Rick Astley, Never Going to Give You Up. Never going to give you up. Never going to say goodbye. Yeah, something like that. All right, that was a bad attempt at sounding like Rick Astley. All right, moving on. All right, Franklin Middle School staff, students, and everyone to have a great day. And remember, it's all about choices. Read, write, respond at Franklin Middle School. It's our focus.